which a druid may be able to. So let's go to the city park.
All right.
Okay.
So you'll head up to one of the nearby city parks and look around. You will find a small halfling female, kind of like a greenish, a mossy, like green hair color as she's kind of moving around, watering the plants.
See? There you go.
Why are we here?
Jade sends Valanka up to her.
And she will turn around. She will see Blanca. She'll be a little concerned for a moment, but like noticing how civilized Blanca is, she'll just kind of reach out and pet her.
Valanka wags her tail. Hello.
Yes.
I am looking to find some way to enhance the abilities of my dear friend Valanka. Would you be able to help me?
Enhance in what way?
Well, I want her to bite bad people stronger. Just bad people, though.
You'd probably be better off than going to a cleric and asking for some sort of weapon that is, or some sort of enchantment, perhaps, that would be good against evil creatures.
Oh my god!
What if it were, say, some sort of a poison enhancement or something? Would you be able to find someone who'd be able to do that?
Well, I
Oh, God.
normally would be able to, but all poison merchants in this area and those who deal with it are effectively forbidden and heavily watched, and the only ones authorized to do so you don't want to deal with.
Huh. Anything else you can point me that's not wholly based? It doesn't meld well with my skin. Anything else?
Well, perhaps you could just have her bite something a lot to make her jaw stronger.
Do you have a bone?
I have several bones, but I'm using all of them.
Okay. Well, thank you for your
You
time.
have a training bone, is what she's wanting to know.
It feels like we're not going to get much more out of this. Let's just head out then.
You look, and the outline of Shiki is just there. They're gone. Just the outlines still remaining.
It's just kind of like those. I do apologize that I'm not much help. If you wish to do some more unique types of modifications, perhaps you should go up north. I know the town up there it has a lot of odd and interesting aspects with it.
That's where we're heading next.
Hey, good day then. I must get back to watering the flowers.
And we just leave.
Did she just call the Baron a very odd and unusual person?
Yes.
She's not wrong.
She isn't.
Yet he's more normal than people we encounter outside of it.
At least her hair's not made out of moss. Or his.
Right. So you're heading back up to Ashenport then?
Yep.
I forget how long I said it's going to take. I think it takes basically, you're leaving out towards the afternoon, so I think you're going to get there around, say, noonish on the next day. I think that sounds accurate.
Close enough.
All right,
Sure.
so you head back. Damn it, that is the wrong map. Let's move you to the world map for the moment. So you head back up to Ashenport again. You're passing through the various areas along the coast as you make it up there. You sleep for the day, kind of restful, calm. Having the apparatus there does keep things decently safe, conveniently for you.
Yay!
You head back up. You get Ashenport within view. You see Ashenport along the coast, and Ashfield off to more inland, which is, of course, where the tavern that Paige has is. And as you get close, you hear a loud explosion. Seeing smoke emerge from a roundabout where the Baron's... I'm going to keep calling him a Baron, even though he was promoted. Where his manor is, up on that hill.
Crap.
Do I want to know?
Shiki,
Wouldn't
go
he be
ahead
worried?
and roll a insight.
Smell. What's that smell? It's blood. So I'll take
That
it.
is a smoke cloud you are very familiar to. Presumably some sort of experiment has backfired.
Well, to the mansion quickly, everyone.
We're in the crab. We could just ride it there.
That's what we're doing. I'm putting it into overdrive.
Do you have an
Get
overdrive
out.
on this thing?
Get out.
Yep.
Get out. No overdrive. No ogre drive.
Mm.
I couldn't help myself.
All right, so you'll take the apparatus up through town. People in town are familiar enough with it, of course, that they kind of know stay out of the way. And the town itself, actually, the streets are made up in a way to account for not only mounts but larger creatures such as this. You make your way up to the Baron's. Let me actually take a look at the Ashen Port map. What is that like?
Clang, 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 clang.
This is very old. We have not been on this map in a long time.
Quick, dust it off.
Yep, I'm dusting it off.
Shoot them spiders off.
All right, so back here. You can all see, of course, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Move my character sheet and other things that may or may not. There you
Fair. Right, so you kind of rush up towards the that little that little hill where the Baron's manor is. You kind of see he's turned one of the side wings effectively into a bit of a workshop. You can kind of see him walking out of there. He's kind of covered in black soot and smoke for the most part. He's kind of looking things over, coughing a little bit as he steps out and he sees the apparatus approach.
I'm gonna.
You alive, old man?
I'm gonna get out.
At some point during when they saw the smoke, Jade would have gotten out with Valanka and started running, which she can get there faster in the apparatus. Not much
You alive,
faster.
old man?
And she's gonna hand him a canteen with water.
And he'll accept the canteen. He'll glance it over for a second. You can see a hair of a paranoid nature in there, though. Before he actually takes a drink, it though. Drinks it down, kind of wipes his face off, wipes a bit of the soot and smoke away. Thanks. So you're back. How did your journey go?
How many fingers do you have left?
10.
How about toes?
Yeah, that's normal.
As many toes as I had before.
7.
How did your journey go?
Rather profitable.
We won.
Alright, that's quite good.
Why
So-
is your building exploding?
Working on putting a rush on a new device I was working on.
Yeah,
Didn't quite work.
as you said a rush. What are you working on?
I was trying to devise another manner to get the flying machines up into the sky.
I take it this one was more of a fuel-based one.
Yes, it did not quite respond properly as I would have hoped.
And what were we planning?
Well, I was intending to actually do much more of a mix of gunpowder type weaponry with it. Just a bit of a burst to not so much as make it fly, but to allow it to dodge out of the way in short bursts of movement. You know, if you've ever seen a cannon fire, how it launches backwards afterwards. Going with a similar idea, it didn't work quite right.
What
Yeah,
if you
you-
ignite it with magic instead? Be a little bit safer.
It's actually kind of considering something of that principle, using more of the idea next time with the various elemental crystals we use to make it fly to begin with.
We have some of those?
Not many, but a few. I'm waiting for another shipment to come in, but it's been delayed, of course.
Damn, I was so looking for some.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah, I hope we can.
Have you just gotten back?
Yeah, well, we saw the explosion and then set it right up. Apparently someone's meant to be coming here to hand us some money to make some weaponry.
I expect that they're already here.
Yeah, we'll probably have to head to the tavern. That most likely where they expect us to be.
I was also hoping that I could find someone to help upgrade my pet's weaponry. Would you know who I could talk to?
Probably be best to deal with the stable master in that regard. We do have a number of odd creatures around here. I do believe our resident scout will be able to help out as well when she returns.
And, yeah, I was, I was thinking of just putting a snare trap in his jaw.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
While I go with her to make sure she doesn't get herself killed.
I would actually recommend that you visit the tavern first. There's... when I heard the story, I actually wanted to rush to ensure that this project would have been completed in time, but it looks like I'll have to rely without it in case something does happen.
Maybe I can give you a hand, but what are we talking about? What's going on?
You are aware that they are all here, yes? At least the 4 of them, and their entourage.
Was there a big guy?
Yes, there was.
I think we should head on out.
We should probably head there.
Well, while we're taking care of that, could you possibly look up some research on where the nearest mermaid civilization would be?
And as while she's talking,
Everyone's already gone.
Away.
Yeah, Alright, I'll see if I can't ask Chase about that while she's doing her research.
Out of character,
Okay.
do we know who the scout is?
I feel like you would have seen her around often enough. You do know that she is druid. It's Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy.
I
Alright.
feel really bad because I did in all honesty forget about her until you made the mention the other day.
You dirty, dirty man.
She's my
Dirty
favorite.
bastard.
Alright.
She was a drunk.
She's my favorite
But yeah,
drunk.
make my
Even
way
more
back.
so than Matilda. Sorry, Val.
In fact, I could probably be fast. I'm faster in the apparatus.
Regardless, you'll all kind of make it back. You'll park the apparatus. I'm just going to say you're all going in together because that's how I have the map set up currently. And you go into the Raven's Wing when you arrive.
Oh, hey.
There it is.
it's- No vision. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
All right. And as you start to head towards the door, you do hear a lot of loud, rambunctious laughter and just joking, and most of you are able to pick up on maybe not the voices themselves, but definitely the dialect they're using.
Oh, would you keep it down in here?
Ah, there you are. You're back. So, did you win?
We won.
Good to hear.
It was easy.
Did you really have to bring 4 other Korkin in here?
Well, I wasn't going to keep heading them down south, not where they think we're going.
Yeah, we may have tried to follow your tracks earlier.
Were you able to?
For quite a while.
we kind of realized you double bagged the trail there. Smart thinking. Funny enough, we bumped into the man looking for you.
Yes, well, he's not quite looking for us, per se.
I may have laughed at him. It's losing a big red guy. It's funny. It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny, but have you forgotten how easily we tend to sneak up?
Yeah. Well, you more importantly, you seem to do it. Your other boy's a bit too loud.
But yes, I'd advise you don't take that man too lightly.
Yeah, I may nearly have got into a gunfight with him on the streets.
That reminds me, I do actually need to pull her out too. Where is she? I should have had her on the map, but I forgot about her.
In a way, I'm kind of regretting not doing it, but don't make a scene.
One moment, I gotta pull out a character, and I want to make sure they're not spoiler filled.
Cool.
Where the crap did I put them? You're there, which makes sense. You're there, which makes sense. Where the oh yeah, you're down here, aren't you? No, not that one. Do I not have a good token for you somewhere I can pull out? No, I
There's a
have to.
token over here I don't recognize.
Yeah, that's going to be important, but for a different reason. I cannot find her. God damn it. All right, I just have to. That's fine. That's fine. I have to where is? Oh, is that ship called? That's right, it's over here. You're probably not on it anymore, though. No, of course you aren't. Why would you be? Damn, you're gonna make me actually go through all of my darn things. Keep going for now. I'll figure out this eventually.
Yeah, we're just talking with the fat lard over here.
But besides, General, you know how good my shooting arm is.
Yes, it is quite good.
I could have taken him. I may be over 200, but my aim is still just as good as it was.
You don't look
100
a
years ago.
day over 184.
Damn straight.
Because yours, yeah, you don't actually have one. You're not it. Yeah, actually, unless I have it archived.
So there was a matter of you giving us a lot of money.
Yeah, but I was just waiting until it was tall, so I was just waiting on him.
Yeah, yes, there is that issue. Though we should probably make you aware of what's going on elsewhere in the world right now.
Yeah, apparently stuff's been happening since during our little.
So, you've met the man we were avoiding. Do you know what he was doing in the town?
Well, if I had to guess anything, he's
Massive jerk.
Well,
Thanks.
yes, but
He's looking for obviously the what they called again,
Stormcallers.
storm.
Yeah.
Looking for storm. He's clearly looking for you guys because you keep stealing well, I wouldn't say stealing, liberating the stormcallers.
He wasn't exactly looking for us while we were down there.
Yeah, they're essentially they're a monarch. They're a queen, princess. Which one is it?
It would have been their leader, which I suppose princess is as apt a term as any. So, Shiki, all of you perhaps, are you aware of the city Runheim? Do you know anything about it?
I do.
Do I know
Academy,
anything
that's
about
all
it?
I know about it.
You can all roll history checks.
Runheim is where I was when the original group found me, correct?
Yes, it is.
So I don't need to really do this.
Flanka knows
So,
more than
Shiki,
Jade does.
do you want to just, yeah, so Shiki, do you want to just have Shiki explain what she knows, since she knows pretty much everything?
I will pretty much
Right,
do
so,
it.
yeah, Shiki then will just pretty much explain that it's effectively the magical academy, magical schooling center of the entire world, like, known world. It's in the Elvish lands to the far southwest, and it is full of magical academies, other things like that, and that's where Shiki was originally and where Shiki had actually first met Azul.
Now,
And that was right around the time they picked up the Cloud's Destiny.
now, if I like to think I got a bit of a sharp mind, and I'm very good when it comes to hunches. I say they originally thought a certain younger girl was staying there for a time. Would that coincide with your information, General?
Well, absolutely would, though that's not quite the reason why I referenced it for right now, though it's indirectly related. Runheim is gone.
Is that possible? Or is this
Jade's
bad
going to
guys just disappear?
Jade's gonna take another sip of whatever she was drinking and then spit take as well.
It's not so much that it's simply up and vanished like other places. It was, and he'll kind of glance to the corner for a moment. From what we understand, it was attacked heavily. There was a horde of fiends, devils, we believe actually, who attacked the city, led by a black cat under the cover of a large storm with another figure. And based on the description we received, that's nothing good.
What sort of fiends were they?
Oh, various powerful devils, from what we heard. Let me bring up the monster manual to describe them.
Oh, an army? Was it just a small handful, or?
It was a large number of them. I think there may have even been a pit fiend among them.
Oh, dear.
Hmm.
Damn it.
We are not quite strong enough for that.
The city itself was effectively wiped out, though
What about
we
all
do
the
have
people?
a number of the people managed to escape, though not all of them. Many were killed.
Wait, you said a cat? That's an unusual leader for demons.
Yes, a black-haired cat.
And you said there was one other figure?
And a storm, meaning that.
Yes, the other figure is the more troubling one, I believe.
Do you have a description?
The description... yes, we do have the description. Actually, to be honest, based on the description, I already suspect exactly who it is.
So did the regional group ever tell me about the? God, I'm trying to remember the name of the one that attacked.
The Fury.
Yeah, I don't recall how much they shared of that knowledge.
Not much.
But he'll kind of think it's like it was Mistral.
Okay, I actually need to.
Who?
Being of who Shiki is, do I have maybe?
Shiki actually would. Shiki would not have met this, but she would know the name, as does Azul, who seems to go pale.
So I can put two and two together that Mistral is a daughter of Arashi?
Yes,
Oh,
you would know that instantly.
God damn it. Again, the fall keeps causing me problems.
Yes, well, it's troubling because his entire goal when he went active was to try to stop her, though she managed to get rid of him, at least for a time.
If I had to guess, she's probably the one that maybe did something with the flying islands. That would probably be enough to distract him.
Yes, we have that assumption, and that actually... They kind of look over to the corner and just kind of whistle. The girl there, white-haired, blue eyes, she seems to have wolf-like, canine-like ears. In reading through a book in the corner, she'll eventually get up and walk over.
Where's the girl?
This, and I kind of glance at her for a moment, waiting for her to nod before he continues. All right, this would be Alana Stormcaller. She's the leader of the Stormcallers. She was hiding in Roomheim when the attack happened. We managed to pick her up, and we were tracking her ever since we learned she escaped, and the Inquisition was tracking her ever since Roomheim was attacked.
So,
Wait a minute.
Stormcaller, are you some sort of mage?
Alana would nod at that part.
I'm sorry, I'm just putting two and two together here.
2 and 2 equals 4. Shiki.
Well, were you able to witness the attack yourself?
Yes, I saw the attack. It was a lot of fiends all over the place. I didn't see much, as I know when it's time to run.
So wait, you were staying in Runheim
Until only about a month or so ago.
how long were you staying? How long were you there for?
About 5 years.
I want to try and do history to see if I've ever seen this girl.
Go ahead, roll a history check.
Don't call it. Don't. You know what? I'm gonna use my sleeping bag.
Okay. All right. So Shiki, you do recognize this. It's hard to place exactly, but you do feel like you recognize this girl. She's only about 18 right now. And thinking back 5 years to right before you left, you do recall seeing a young teenager with roughly the same traits of the white. Actually, no, she would have been in disguise back then. You would not. Yeah, you would not recognize because she would have been in disguise.
Okay, I have really.
Yeah, so you do not recognize at all because she would have been in disguise. She's not in disguise currently, but
In that case, she has actually met me. Briefly.
yes, Shiki would have met her very briefly, and I think the fact that she faintly recognizes Shiki does make her feel a little calmer, but even that's very faint.
You know what? I can't put my finger on it, but
Though, yes, managed to get away from Roomheim at the very least, though, like I said, the Inquisition was following me far too angrily.
Yeah, I better say they're following you while their towns get obliterated. Nice to know they got good priorities.
To be fair, And the Strider will cut in at this point. To be fair, they do blame her for it.
Why?
Stormcaller.
Yeah, but
They don't
yeah,
realize either they
People are
don't
stupid.
either they don't realize what's actually going on, or someone's manipulating them.
Risu, you're breathing down your mic really heavily.
You are.
I'm sorry, new mic, so I'm like still trying to position it properly.
Yeah.
So yes, they do blame her for it, and though I don't know if that's the entire deal, but we'll find out in due time.
A lot of people
Well-
blame things they don't understand on people they don't understand.
Well, he's gonna hate me, but I think I might need to do some hunting.
Were
I'm a
we
little more.
were we going to build some guns and stuff, or are we
Yes,
going
yes,
off on
yes. We're gonna do that. Then I'm gonna go hunting. Well, we can still do what we're gonna do, but if I see her, I'm going hunting.
I would
Fish.
advise against that for the moment. She is dangerous, especially now that she has some allies amongst her.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. Fine,
Yeah,
I get
Alana would speak up as well. Yes, she has a number of them. I do believe I even saw. Actually, Alto, remind me. Actually, no, that would have been with Alana. Yes, that would have been with Alana, because that's when we picked up whatever Val's rogue was.
Yep.
So, Alana will speak up. It's not that simple. She does have a number of allies beyond the devils and whatnot. I even saw a Drider cleric I encountered up in the north.
Wait. Hey, you know what? I'm trying.
Yeah, well.
Well, I mean, it's hot and all, but you know.
I'm gonna kill you, Jade.
Kill him later, please. We still
Make-
need him.
Make it steamier. I demand steamy.
Do we really need JB?
Yes, we do.
All right.
Look. Okay, fine. Not really. Look, I'm mortal. I'm not really going to be able to take on a demigod that efficiently. Maybe if I get a gunslinger gun, but hey, you know, I'm working on it.
We have other
When you
things
say
that we
a
need to do as
Strider
well.
and a cleric that you met up north. What do you mean exactly?
I was with a group, I think, Azul kind of like. She was actually with a previous group adventuring around here. You remember Lily?
Oh, that
God
was
damn
that.
it.
That was that crazy noble person, right?
Yeah,
What?
but
Alana seems to kind of like have a slight chuckle at the idea that Lily is still being Lily.
Yeah, she's still the character. We occasionally meet up and well, I would say we go for tea, but it's Lily.
Yes, that sounds like Lily. I probably should get back to my research though. But the Drider cleric she was one trying to cause issues up in the north, and we had managed to stop her and recovered something that Hirashi had actually requested, and actually
Which
Yep.
one would this be?
the thing you were getting up there was the not lens of truth.
Oh,
The lens of truth.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, I remember we had a few artifacts they had already procured before they met me. I'm trying to. So who actually has that lens right now? Like, because obviously I guess the party split up the.
That's actually a very good question.
I think Lily had it at the end of the game. I don't know if she would have given it to someone else though.
I could feel in all honesty that it would have been on somebody who would have been very investigative and looking around by the end of the game, so
my own.
probably Ione would have it, if anyone.
Yeah, Lily would have